I'm Máire Zepf, the author of this book, Meep, with illustrator Paddy Donnelly. And we're super excited because our book has been nominated for the KPMG Children's Books Ireland Book of the Year Award for 2021. Today I'm going to tell you about the real life inspiration behind the story. But before I do that, I'll start by reading you a little of the story. The book's written in Irish, but I'll translate as I go. When Meep the space robot was built, the scientists were excited about every last button and beep. She would travel to Mars to look for aliens, sending photos back to Earth. Five, four, three, two, one, lift off! Meep's rocket shot up into space on her mission far, far from home. What a brave little robot, the scientists all agreed. Once on Mars, Meep started exploring and taking photos. She took pictures of strange rocks, of huge craters, and of icy lakes, and sent them back to the scientists on Earth. But there was no sign of alien life anywhere. Meep zapped rocks with her lasers and sent reports back to Earth. The scientists were very pleased, even though there was no sign of alien life anywhere to be seen. Or maybe you can see something yourself. From time to time, Meep took selfies and sent them back to Earth. Soon she was the talk of the planet. But as for aliens, well, there may be no such thing after all, mused the scientists. I wonder if any of you heard the news recently about Perseverance, NASA's latest Mars rover that has just landed on Mars. I really love space, and I was so excited to watch the landing live. But when I wrote Meep, I was really fascinated by another NASA Mars rover called Opportunity. Who was Opportunity? Well, Opportunity, or Oppie as the scientists called her, was sent to Mars in 2003 to take pictures and samples and to send information back to the scientists on Earth. Opportunity's mission was supposed to last for 90 days, but she kept on going for nearly 15 years. Opportunity and her sister rover Curiosity encountered a lot of difficulties. They lost wheels and antennae, just like my Meep. I got those details from real life. Opportunity took selfies, and so did my Meep. And then a terrible thing happened to Opportunity. After 5,111 sols, that's Mars days, disaster struck. A sandstorm raged across planet Mars. Wild winds whipped up clouds of dust that blocked out the sun. Meep's solar panels stopped working. She turned to battery power. But the storm raged on and on. My battery is low and it's getting dark, messaged Meep to Earth. So much of my story comes from Oppie's true story, but I decided to make a happy ending for mine. There's something funny in this book. Peaceful, colourful, friendly little characters who are very kind, especially to Meep. I wrote the words for this story, but the pictures are absolutely what makes it. Would you like to meet illustrator Paddy Donnelly? Even better, would you like him to show you how to draw Meep yourselves? And afterwards, we'd love to see your pictures. Over to you, Paddy Donnelly.
Hi everyone, I'm Paddy Donnelly and I'm the illustrator of the picture book Meep. It was my job as the illustrator to take Máire's story and to figure out all of the illustrations that would go along with the words. And I had to figure out what the characters would look like. So we've got our scientists here and we've got Meep herself, obviously, and I had to figure out all of the gadgets and gizmos that she would have. And especially what was fun in this book was I had to figure out how to hide all of the aliens in the Martian landscape. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to teach you how to draw Meep, and she's really easy to draw. So grab a pencil and paper and I'll show you now how you can draw your own. Okay, so let's learn how to draw Meep. First of all, you start with the head, which is like a half sphere, and it sits on top of this cylinder body, which comes around like this, like so. And Meep's got a tiny little neck that connects the two. And then she's got 3 legs, which come out a bit like spider's legs. So we can have one at the back, coming up, and coming down again. And then a wheel, another cylinder like that. And then we can have maybe another one coming out the back, and back down again. And another wheel with some lines. And then maybe we need another one coming out the front this time. So it comes out. And because it's in the foreground, it comes down further, like so. And then she's got some eyes, which she uses to try and spot aliens, but isn't too successful. She's got a couple of antennae, one bigger than the other. And she's also got some stripes. So she's got one stripe that comes around like this, one that comes around the bottom of her head, and one that comes around the bottom of her body. And underneath the body, she's got this base like this. And inside the body are all these different gadgets and gizmos that she's got that she tries to use to find the aliens. So, I mean, you can come up with any gadgets that you can think of, and all you have to do is draw like a little panel or something here, maybe put some little bolts on to show that it's bolted on there. You can add some buttons, you can add some smaller panels, and then you can just open one of the panels like this and have maybe an arm coming out of it with something that she has. So maybe let's pull it up here, and because we love books so much, maybe she's reading a little book. So here's her little claw, and we'll put a book in there. So have her reading a book, and so you can see the pages a little bit. So we'll have me reading, and you can have more gadgets coming out, and maybe she's waving at us, and you can put lots of other little buttons all over her. And then you can draw some rocks to show that she's on Mars. Just making some shadows on them. And maybe the horizon, so you can see where she is. And as it's Mars, there's lots of dust storms. So we can throw that in the background. And maybe there's a big rock here. And behind this rock is a little alien with 3 eyes who's hiding from Meep. Little antenna just like Meep. There we go. So that is how you draw Meep. We really hope you enjoyed that, and we'd love to see your Meep drawings. So please have a grown-up send them to Children's Books Ireland, and thanks very much to Children's Books Ireland for having Máire and myself on here today to talk about Meep. Bye!